Deep in the frozen Ural Mountains, a tent sits ripped open from the inside. 9 bodies, scattered across the snow, some with fatal injuries, others missing their eyes and tongue. Their camera, still intact, holds the last images of their final hours. What happened on that freezing night in 1959 remains one of the most terrifying unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. But now, new evidence suggests the truth is far more shocking than anyone imagined. Welcome to the Dyatlov Pass incident. The group was experienced, led by Igor Dyatlov, a seasoned hiker. Their goal, to reach the summit of Mount Otorten, a name that translates to "don't go there." They never made it. On February 2, 1959, they set up camp on the slopes of Kholat Syakhl, or the Dead Mountain. By nightfall, something compelled them to cut their way out of their own tent and flee into the -30-degree blizzard, without proper clothing or boots. Their bodies were found days later, some with internal injuries so severe they could only be compared to a car crash. One had a fractured skull, 2 had broken ribs, and 1 woman was missing her tongue and eyes. Radiation was found on their clothing. The official investigation was closed with a simple verdict: an unknown compelling force. But that only fueled the speculation. What could have forced experienced hikers out of the safety of their tent? Some say an avalanche, but no snow slide was found. Others whisper of military experiments, Soviet secrets, or even Yeti. The most disturbing theory involves infrasound, a low-frequency sound that can cause panic and disorientation. Could some natural or man-made source have emitted a sound so terrifying it drove them mad? But then, what about the radiation? And the strange orange orb seen in the sky that night by other witnesses? And why did the investigators shred the footage and seal the files for decades? In 2019, a new study proposed a delayed slab avalanche theory, but even that fails to explain the bizarre injuries and the missing tongue. The truth, as always, is buried in the snow. But listen closely, because what we are about to tell you will challenge everything you think you know about this case. In the next few minutes, we will uncover a connection to a top-secret Soviet project, a project that could have turned the mountains themselves into a weapon. And if we are right, the Dyatlov Pass incident was not an accident. It was a warning.